Anybody too warm? It's a little toasty in here.
I'm all right.
Okay. I'm going to turn this off. It is Car Con Carne. In the car, Sunshine Boys, the band. Mm-hmm. We're on Lake Street, Lake and Wells, right underneath an L track, which will sound amazing as soon as the trains start rolling by. Car Con Carne, presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston, 1015 Chicago Avenue. This month, Sunshine Boys, the band. The Autobarn's offering financing as low as 1.9%. 1.9%, Dag Juhlin, for 60 months on select Mazda models, up to $2,000 customer cash on select Mazda models.
Was this the 5 or the 3?
We're rolling in the 3 tonight.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I've got a full band in here, and we've got room. We're eating. We've got Sunshine Boys fit beautifully into a Mazda 3.
Is the 5, is that the sort of hatchbacky version of it?
Oh, yeah. The sizes go up. I've been driving a CX-9, too, which is huge and awesome, and safety is a big thing. The eye active sense, blind spot, or intuitive response to road conditions. As we're all thinking about Chicago winters, Mazdas are perfectly safe, wonderfully safe vehicles. You can really feel good driving one of those. Autobarn Mazda of Evanston, Sunshine Boys, are you ready to eat vegan food in a car?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Actually, you already are.
Yeah.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
So here we are. This is that's Jackie and Freda in the back seat. That's the
brain trust.
The incomparable Dag Juhlin next to me. We are at Veggie Grill, which is Jackie's choice. Jackie is a vegan, so tonight is carne, if you want to do the proper Spanglish. This place, it's kind of like, the vibe is kind of like Chipotle, but the food is all vegan, and the menu items look amazing.
My taco is crumpled before I even had a first bite, so
it's the corn tortilla. Better tasting, but those will crumble. I myself got the Nashville Hot Chik'n, which is CHICK''N.
Indeed.
That's actually the title of our second album.
Nashville Hot Chik'n. It looks good. It smells amazing. The fries are great.
Yep.
For people listening, for people watching on Facebook Live, thank you for watching on Facebook Live. Let's talk a little bit about the history, the origin story. In the spirit of the late Stan Lee, let's discuss the origin story.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Of Sunshine Boys. Now, you've all been in bands before. Some of you are in bands now. Mm-hmm. How did you all come together? Like, I guess let's go back. Late 80s, Freda, you were doing Blake Babies. Dag, you were doing the Slugs. Mm-hmm. Did you know of each other back then? Were you in each other's orbits?
I was working at a record store, Pravda Records, next door to Metro. And the promo copy of Earwig came into the store. That was on Mammoth Records or something?
Correct.
And as soon as I heard it, I thought, oh my God, I love this. I felt like they became my most kind of blatant inspiration. I just love this. I love this song so much. And
did you know that, Freda?
I didn't know that. I mean, we have talked about this.
We have talked about it, but I just loved it so much, and I thought the guitar playing was so inventive. I thought the drums were really adequate. I'm just kidding. No, it's like I just loved it so much, and I loved it so much that I demanded from Sue Miller at Lounge X that the Slugs open up the Blake Baby show in about 90 or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no,
we played together.
Yeah, we played together back then. So
and didn't meet.
We didn't meet, no, but I was a real big fan. I'd seen Mysteries of Life, and I really like the way I like Freda's drumming so much. And Jackie and I were
Mysteries of Life.
Jackie and I have been friends and played together in a number of different situations, going back as far as, I'm not sure how far, Jackie, 95, something like that.
That seems very possible.
Yeah. And then Freda moved to town and we met at an Expo 76 show, and
yeah, and I was completely blown away by that band and became a really huge Dag Juhlin fan at that point.
We I'm trying to remember like how it came to be like, let's form a band, but I think we just I just knew that the way that these two played, they were going to be a great rhythm section, and and I just started writing songs, and then it sort of happened like that, right? I mean, it was like, I think Jackie and I, didn't we go to Monk's Pub right across the street one night?
We did.
And I was saying, I think I've got this idea for a band, and I want you to be in it, and we talked about it, and she pretty much agreed instantly, and so, I think that's kind of it, and that was maybe in 2016, 15.
Probably 2015, 2016.
After we played together with Brett, nephew,
of
recent
course.
Jeff award-winning playwright, who
Oh, yeah.
had a band and kind of brought us in to back him up for a few gigs. Him and his
Right.
friend Rich,
There was a group called Ritter.
Sex Ritter.
That it was two songwriters, and they had us as their backing band.
I love wordplay.
Right. Yeah. And so we split off from them because we were talking about being a band, and then we became a band.
Since all three of you have been in music long enough, as time goes on, is it easier to find kindred spirits to make music with, or is it harder to find perfect matches? Are you more tolerant when you're younger of different players and personalities? I guess what I'm asking is, do you like each other?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
For sure. Yeah.
And I don't take it for granted. Like, I think those connections are rare, actually. And there was something really effortless immediately for the three of us, I think, about playing together, that it clicked. And that doesn't always happen.
But I think you're absolutely right about people being more tolerant of just things that irritate them when they're younger with band. Like nowadays,
true.
if they're not people that you want to spend time with away from rehearsals, they're probably not good bandmates.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to want to sit with them in a tight Mazda 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And when you are a certain age, I suppose it's if you're going to put a lot of energy into it, it should amount to something, and it definitely has with us. But I've been in situations where, I live pretty far away, and so I have to do a lot of commuting, and I've done a lot of commuting for a lot of practices to play a lot of gigs that never paid off. And it's not necessarily money, but I mean, it's just like, what am I doing this for?
Sure.
Right.
So the debut, Blue Music, it's out. It's also on vinyl. You're doing a vinyl release show at Montrose Saloon on the 24th, which is Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes.
So everyone's in a good mood that weekend. Everyone wants to go out and have a good time. Everyone's sick of family at that point.
Totally.
By Saturday, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, by Saturday, it's like, I'm done. Lead me to the beer and the music. Let's just get this going. I should mention Carco & Carne, presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston, 1015 Chicago Avenue in Evanston, right over by Main Street. And you went the Pledge Music route for the first album. Is that really the new model for musicians? I mean, is that, at this point, you've all put out music on a variety of different labels. It seems to me, on the outside looking in, that's the way to go.
It sure was for us.
Crowdfunding in general,
Yeah.
if not Pledge Music, but crowdfunding in general.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sold on it now. I liked how it just like gave us the direct access to people who are interested in supporting the band. Kind of cuts out the middleman. It's sort of fun to just
Funds the record.
Yeah,
Most importantly,
exactly.
It funds it in advance of its existence.
Right.
So you know it's going to be paid for instead of hoping that you'll get reimbursed later.
Yeah,
Right.
which I've
Exists.
done
Yeah.
that before too.
Yeah,
It's a bummer to be kind of holding the bag.
Yeah.
yeah. We and it's a pre-order, so people, and we created special, like you have a special package you can create for people. But for the most part, I mean, we paid for the record ourselves. We did it. We were very well rehearsed, so our time in the studio was
Efficient.
very efficient, and we had demoed the entire record at a smaller studio out near me, and so we had a chance to listen to it and make final arrangements and stuff. And so we were and one of the things that I like the most about our band and the way we work is that when we get to practice, when we get to the rehearsal room, we're there to work. We don't jam and we don't goof around and drink beer and play Doors songs or something. We get in there and we work. And
But if you were to play a Doors song, what would you play?
Oh gosh,
I
there's
would
so
leave
many.
the band.
There's so many.
I would roll my eyes for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Peace Frog, maybe.
Yeah. For the Chicago reference.
Yeah, for that, or the Soft Parade, start to finish. I mean, it's just
So many
it's
different
classic.
layers.
Yeah.
One thing I was just remembering is that for the pledge campaign, we offered different bonus prizes. And one of them that we had a lot of takers on those, but one that we didn't have any takers on was that we offered to come to someone's home, make them a vegan dinner, and play a concert.
That's what Frank does. Frank Oral.
Yeah, it was maybe a little inspired by his thing. But so hopefully next time somebody takes
Yeah.
us up on that.
I think that'd be amazing.
I think it'd be well. Freda's a bit of an expert, and an author, and an
educator and
of recipes.
a freaking Blake baby.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about the music on the album. Excuse me. These fries are great.
I know, they're so
These
good.
fries are so damn good. Starting with Only a Million Miles. And I bring that one up because to me, of all the songs on Blue Music, this is one where I think every instrument is showcased well on this one, including the vocals. Tell me about that song. I just played it on my show Sunday night. It just sounded so good.
Well,
Thank you.
That was our first song, for one
It
thing.
was our first
It was
song.
the very first song we ever
Yeah.
rehearsed.
Yeah. And it, I do like the way everything is featured. Everybody's, musically it comes together really well, I think, and has a little bit of a dance party in the break.
But there's definitely an edge to the song.
Yeah, it's one of the songs that on the record and some of the new stuff that we've been doing that's got a little bit of an angry worldview to it, and it was there. It was even. It's even written in I think the second verse or something. It's like she and me and you. We know what we have to do. So it's really just like completely self-referential, So, but it's really one of a song. It's a song that just it asks like, for all the great things we've done, L trains and vegan food and Dunkin' Donuts, there still seems to be a long way to go. So,
Okay, so that theme does carry through to other songs on the album. Let's talk a little bit about Schoolyard Bully. This is your Trump song.
yes, it is.
It is.
Yeah,
Did you write this in 2016?
we wrote it in 2016, and it came out ahead of the album. It came out at sort of the end of what year is it now? 2018. Yeah, the album came out at the beginning of this year, but that came out well ahead of the album. And it's our song about Donald Trump.
Although, if you weren't paying close enough attention, it does work on multiple levels. You never call him out by name.
Right. We talk about having tiny hands, but the
Jackie-
conqueror.
Sorry. Well, Jackie mentioned this the other day, but I really distinctly remember us saying, like, we have to hurry up and get this song out because surely he's going to be impeached, like, any minute, and the song will be irrelevant.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
And
sad.
here we are.
Yeah.
Here
Here we are.
Here we are.
Yep.
Diving further into the release, the title track, Blue Music. This is an anthem for the downtrodden. I love this song. Hang on, I've got the.
Great app, isn't it?
Super
God, that's
handy.
annoying.
Well, broadcast paused.
If you're watching on Facebook Live, we were just interrupted by the Park Chicago app reminding me that my parking time is almost over. We're talking about Blue Music, an anthem for the downtrodden. Lyrically, I love what you're doing, Doug. Here's to the plans that failed and lessons never learned. Here's to the dreams derailed and the stones that were left unturned. Definitely a blue perspective.
Yeah, but so much of modern music seems to really reel off a list of accomplishments or a putting down of other people, or establishing kind of a superiority, and I really thought that
Like when you do your rap battles.
exactly you have to put down your opponent's mother, the way he appears, the way he looks, and all that
I
sort
know.
of stuff. That's part of the battle. I mean, obviously, yeah, that's fine in that context. So, I mean, maybe that's my role. Maybe I should side gig as the not so confident rapper like this.
I would
But-
pay good money for that.
But it just seems that to have something that's actually big and themic about failure. I don't know. It felt good. To write about that, and I certainly have gone through all of that, and I just thought it was because I can't really make the King of the World kind of claim in a song. So I don't know. I thought it was a good thing, and it worked, and it worked for us, and yeah. And for some reason we ended up calling the record Blue Music. So
Chef Ben Randall, vegan rap battle. Rap with a W.
Oh, with a W.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, fun with homophones, which is what the podcast is all about.
Yeah.
But I think, Jackie and Freda, you would agree. I love Dag's storytelling, and I think Billy Boy is a great example of that. What inspires you, Dag Juhlin? Because your mind fascinates me. You've got this wicked sense of humor, very subtle. Your timing's amazing, and you tell these very, very articulate in a 3.5-minute frame stories.
I honestly don't feel that I was very good at songwriting until this band. I'm really happy with the way that maybe it's just the years and years of experience, and my bandmates I feel are my biggest inspiration as a writer. I love the way they play, and I love the way my guitar fits with the way they play. I love what they do to the songs. I mean, the songs are credited to all of us, and I might do the demo, but the song's not complete until they've mocked it, pushed it around, told me the crappy bits, right? And Jackie especially, she's really
I'm good at mocking.
ruthless,
You're good at so many different things. Also, not related to music, picking restaurants.
Thank you.
Yeah, right on.
It's a good
Glad
call.
to be of service.
Have you even?
No, I know.
Take a bite.
Yeah, take a bite. We'll talk about things.
Yeah, we haven't.
Before you do that.
We haven't talked about your food. Your tacos fell apart, but were they tasty?
They were tasty. I think I liked Freda's burger better than I liked my food.
The burger was amazing.
If there was any left, I would have a bite of it.
Yeah. No.
All right, so I'm going with the hot chicken. I love Nashville Hot Chik'n. And this is probably going to be so spicy.
It probably will. I mean, if it lives
it's
up
authentic,
to its name,
Are you not a Spice fan?
he wouldn't have ordered it if he wasn't a Spice fan.
It's hot.
All right, that's what you want.
Yep, it's hot.
Well, while you're surviving that, just to follow up on Dag's comment about what Freda and I bring to the songs. I mean, I always, as a kid, really loved listening to those Pete Townsend Scoop albums where he's playing like his demo recordings of the songs that later on he brings to the Who, and then it becomes Keith Moon drums instead of what Pete's playing, and play John Entwistle bass instead of what he's playing, and it really shows you here's what this brilliant genius songwriter came up with, and here's how much it was enhanced by the individual musicians in his band. And so, while I'm not really comparing us to the Who, I mean, I do think that listening to what Freda comes up with as drum parts, what I come up with as sort of like lead bass on some of these tracks, it really adds to the original concept that Dag came up with.
This is messy as anything.
Yeah.
We're not going to shake hands when you leave tonight. Just
Not gonna happen.
out of respect for you, for the band. All right, so the show is at Montrose Saloon, day after Black Friday, Thanksgiving weekend. What's next? Are you writing more? Are you recording more?
We have another album. It really far along, I think, in motion, or we have more
Yeah.
songs to write, but we've got a number of new songs. I don't know what it is. 8.
I think it's 8.
Eight.
Yeah.
We're really close.
And there's a couple more that I have at home to send off and everything like that. So we have a lot of stuff, but we want to make a really good second album, and we want to start on it next year and hopefully get it out
Excellent.
next year too. So
When you're doing the WGN morning show,
Oh yeah.
the TV.
yeah, that's right. Friday.
Morning
On Black
after.
Friday, if people aren't on their way to Walmart, they can stay home and watch the show.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Marcus Leshock of that morning show is sitting where Dag was sitting, or is sitting.
I saw that.
A couple weeks ago.
That's right,
He's a delight. And by the way, the idea of going out on Black Friday, no, thanks. I'm happy watching you all on TV.
It is terrifying in hindsight now that I think about it, but
I mean, like going to the stores, like waiting in
Oh,
line
yeah.
at
Oh,
Walmart
yeah,
for
No, that's a terrible
for a
thing.
shitty
Yeah.
TV. Yeah.
That's a terrible tradition.
Michael said, "Is that Dag?"
Yes. That's Michael. Is
Uh-huh.
that you, Michael?
All right, so Sunshine Boys, the album, you can buy the record at Montrose Saloon, which is badass.
It is.
Thank you.
I love that. You sound great. I love the songs. I can't wait to hear what comes next. We'll see you live, and thank you for eating vegan food in my car.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for having
having
us.
us.